Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Video Devo. Rene here in my house today, and today I am with not only one of my favorite people, I'm with my all-time favorite person, my wife, Laurie. How was your Mother's Day?
It was awesome, of course.
You. Good. The kids love you. I love you.
Yeah.
Now, on Mother's Day weekend, my message, as you know, because you were riveted,
yes,
I'm certain,
absolutely,
was about how in life there's a gap between expectations and reality, and so much of our relationship quality is based on what we put in that gap. And I wanted to talk to you about this because you actually gave a message at a marriage conference recently where you talked about this. Give us some more details.
Right, so there's a great commercial on TV right now with Stephen Curry, who's one of the great players for the Warriors, NBA. And the commercial says...
Western Conference Finals happening right now. Yeah, go Warriors!
He says, every battle that I've ever fought has been in my mind. It's either won or lost there. And the tagline is, train the mind, the body will follow. Well, I don't believe I'll ever knock down threes, but I do believe there's a biblical principle in what he's saying. Because the Bible even says in 2 Corinthians 10:5 that we need to take every thought captive to Christ, make it obedient to Christ. And so how do we do that? Well, one of the things I discovered is that I have an inner dialogue that goes on all the time regarding relationship.
There's an inner dialogue. What do you mean by that?
There's an inner dialogue. So during the day, I will be having conversations with myself about Rene. That man did this. He should have done that. Why doesn't he do this? Just different inner dialogues that I'll have about Rene. And what I found that is the more I have these inner dialogues that are negative, the more negative our relationship becomes, because he'll come home, he'll say one little thing, and all of this has been building up in my mind. Really, it's a meditation. And after meditating on negative things all day long, one little spark will just set the fire aflame. And I realized I have to take my inner dialogue and make it obedient to Christ. And one way to do that is first to be aware that you're having these inner dialogues what they are. And then the second thing is to replace negative inner dialogue with positive inner dialogue.
The same thing happens for me. I have an inner dialogue all the time, not only about my relationship with you, but my relationship with my children, with coworkers, with friends. That inner dialogue is how you fill the gap between expectation and reality. So try to take every thought captive and have a constructive inner dialogue about the people you're in a relationship with. How's that going in terms of your inner dialogue with me?
It's going really well, actually, but you have to be intentional about it. It's not just going to happen naturally. You have to intentionally replace negative thoughts with positive. Not with a fantasy, but with reality that, you know what, this person is, I'm so blessed because he or she is like this or does this, or remind yourself of good things in your relationship, and changing from a negative inner dialogue to an intentional positive inner dialogue really changes your relationships, and it's very biblical. And
sometimes it's really good to get those things that are in your inner dialogue, if they're positive, to actually say them to the other person and not just keep them interior, like, I love you so much.
I love you
You
so
are
much
so
too.
smart. So smart. And you do such a great job at practicing what we've been talking about. Laurie, in amazing ways, when she has an option between assuming the worst or believing the best, you always believe the best, and I really appreciate that.
And part of that is training the mind.
Yep, absolutely.
To do that.
Train the mind.
Yeah.
The relationships will follow.
Excellent.
Yeah, God bless you. Have a great day.